Hey Almaden, the real estate market is on fire, and let me show you why. I'm going to show you a couple graphs and charts about why the Almaden Valley market is on fire. So the first chart here is number of new listings, and as you can see in January, February, March, it was a healthy increase, and then the pandemic happened and it was a slow month of April, and then back in May and June it skyrocketed to both had around 39 properties new on the market, so it's good to see that there's still properties coming onto the market. Second chart here is the average days to sale. As you can see, typically in January it's usually higher. It was very high this year at over 40 days to sale, which is not great for sellers. February it dropped completely to under 10 days, which is a pretty average days to sale in Almaden. And then in March, of course, in the middle of March, the pandemic happened, and we are over 35 days to sale, which is not great. And then we go down to April, which is around 20 days to sale, which is getting better. And as you can see in May and June, they're both under 10 days to sale, which is great. In May, it was extremely low at around a couple days to sale, which is just great for sellers. So it's good to see that the decrease is happening. And here's average sale price. Everyone wants to know what their home may sell for, so here's a good idea of what average sale price looks like. And pretty much it wasn't really affected too much by the pandemic. Obviously April and May went down a little bit, but back in June it's back up and it's on the rise once again. So great to see that we are still increasing in terms of value. So interesting chart here, months of inventory. Throughout the year it was pretty steady, just over 1 month of inventory, meaning it's a pretty steady, solid seller's market. And when it gets up near that 3 months of inventory mark, that's when it becomes near a buyer's market. So the month of May was an outlier here, but just know when it gets to around 3 months of inventory is when we start looking at a buyer's market. But thankfully it came back down in June, and we're just at 1 month of inventory, which is great for sellers. Finally, sale price to list price ratio, pretty much how much sellers are getting over asking on their properties. January is usually a bad month for this. February was very strong, over 104%, and in March we actually almost got 106%. It was 105.5% or so. And then in April it was still very strong. Sellers are still getting 3% over asking. And then in May and June it decreased down to around 105%, but it's still good to see that we're still getting over asking on properties. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, as I am here in Almaden Valley as well. I hope you guys have a great day.